Hello boys and girls, Ice here. So I brought Emma to the 12,000 kilometer inspection today, and this is what I got for a loaner bike. And this is the Honda PCX 125 scooter. Give you a quick walk around of this first. Fancy GV top case on there. Looks quite alright for a standard 125 scooter, I have to say that. Do not really know which year or model this is, but it is quite standard, as you can see right there. Nothing fancy. It's got the start-stop automatic though, which is quite interesting and worked fine at the moment. Standard controls, everything pretty much box standard. GV windscreen on in the front, and actually dual headlights and all that. Quite interesting. Looks a lot bigger when you look at it like this. It looks a lot bigger than the 125, but the tires kind of give it away. So this was for the quick walk around at first, and we are going to jump into the ride video right now.
Man, this is the most retarded phone mount I've ever used. This is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. My goodness. But I've got no choice, man. I already almost... Well, in the end, I didn't take a wrong turn. It was the right turn, but I just didn't know where to continue, where to go from that, so... I've got to say, this 1.5 day with this scooter, well, it was 2 rides basically, it wasn't anything more than that. But those 2 rides, I have to say, the scooter life, the Scoot life is weird, but it's kind of nice too. Like for city traffic, it's not so bad. It really isn't. And you've got a phone mount built into this thing, so that's quite cool. Anyways, so these are the last moments. I'm sorry, I wanted to record some more stuff for you, but it didn't turn out too well in the end. I was panicking a little bit because I got a nod from her. That's nice. Whoopsie. Almost took out some people. I'm on the scoot. Doesn't matter, doesn't it? So it's 1836. This is the worst scooter review ever. Oh my god, it's alright though. It's a bit little power. I've got 100 k's an hour top speed. That's a bit little, to be honest. But I'm going to give it back to the people now. I'm going to see how this goes. Look at this beautiful sunset. Seriously, look at it. Just look at it. It's beautiful. So yeah, like I said, I've given away the scooter again. So I was in there at like 1835, 1837, and yeah. The lady had shut down the computer already. Everything was ready for her to go home. And I came back in there, and she said, "Oh, you always come in so late, guys." I told her that I lost track a bit, with my perfect navigation system mounting with my beautiful sat-nav mount. But I've got Emma back. And she feels a bit weird. But that's probably just because I've ridden a scooter now. And that scooter seating position is so much different than this bike. So much different. I'm 6 feet tall, which is not really all that tall. But still, for the scooter it was too tall. There's that kind of butt rest thing that prevents you from sliding back too much, I guess. You know, that accentuated backrest, the stupid thing they always put on these scooter seats. It does nothing. The only thing it does is it prevents me from moving into a comfortable seating position on that thing. You have to be like 10 centimeters shorter in order to fit on that comfortably. It's a bummer, really. They just, all they need to do is remove that thing, and they've got a perfect little scooter. Turning radius of that thing, boy, wonderful, absolutely wonderful. I was staggered by it. It was amazing. Now I could basically turn in like one lane, like this. I could just make a U-turn on the spot. Beautiful. But other than that, no, it only goes a fraction over 100 kilometers per hour, indicated. And I found that out when I was in the center lane of the Autobahn. I was trying to overtake somebody, and well, it lost its breath midway through. That was a bit unfortunate, and I had to find my way into the right lane again. It was quite interesting. And on this thing right here, this is where I noticed that the scooter has got a bit little power. Not here, not here. Here it was fine. I didn't even, put it up wide open over here. But when we get to the straight-ish part, then things get a bit more difficult. But this over here, right at this point, I noticed that the scooter has a bit of a power deficit. I noticed that quickly because it was like I had Emma up to top speed like a few times, maybe a handful of times, a few, like 3 or 4 times. And when you get to a point where the bike hits the rev limiter, then it just loses it. It just makes a bit of oomph to the front, and you feel that you are losing drive, forward momentum. And that's a weird thing to experience at first. But
But nobody will ever know what I was talking about back then. This little guy has got some issues again. I noticed when I was recording this video there was some kind of noise coming from it when the recording apparently stopped, and I just hope that this is something that will settle itself again. I had these issues right when I got the drift back in the day, and in my first videos I talked about it as well. I just hope that this is not going to be permanent again. Little sneak peek for next week's video, the 12,000 kilometer review. And yeah, I'm going to edit this now. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Sorry that there wasn't a proper outro this time. Next week there definitely will be, because I will be recording this with the, not with this one, with the EOS 70D that I'm using right now. Okay, until then, see you next time. Bye bye.